Yo people, another week, another full-time discussion. I'm going to discuss 3 games. Well, I'm going to talk about one in depth. Obviously, the boys, unfortunately. I'm not going to come here sad and upset because obviously today's Sunday in which I'm doing this and news has come through which is made me slightly happier. Alright, I know it's bad. I don't look at people's downfall, but we'll get to that. And there'll be 2 other games which are just slight mention because I think these 2 teams are doing a madness. So yes, as always, full time is about discussions of the games over the weekend or of a game over the weekend. Everything I say is my opinion and my opinion only. I always want a discussion with you guys in the comments, so don't forget to leave those comments. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking what you're hearing. Thumbs down if you don't like it. And then leave why in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe as always. But let's get into the work. So, Man United versus Watford. Like, we know what happened. If you don't, then obviously it is what it is. It was a 4-1 victory to Watford. 4-1 to Watford. Like, by all means, sometimes we're going to lose games, but not like that. All right? And this is what I wasn't going to mention before because I hadn't heard it, but to hear a brief interview of Ollie previously, and they asked him about philosophy of play, and he was talking about it's about passion, it's about desire. Like, bear in mind that is your fundamentals, but we're in 2021. Like, he's talking about people overthinking the intricacies of play. Yes, the intricacies, rewind, the intricacies of play are what win the games. Like, if a player knows that if like, let's say a winger knows that if the centre mid goes and makes a pressing, are we going to press from the side? Do we press from behind? Do we narrow it down? Those small things can either get you winning the ball up high or getting you exposed in a position in which you don't want to be exposed. On and off the ball. Anyway, that's just me. What do I know? Just a, former non-league superstar, and obviously, I currently play Sunday League, and I'm doing my thing, But yeah, what do I know? Like I said, everything is my opinion. So, the game as a whole, as always, the boys always come out and and I've been watching them over the week where I can. And, BDB, I thought he was going to start. I thought Van der Beek, I see him every week, he's one of those players. And I still don't know why Mata doesn't play as well. We lack, not creativity like that, but we lack possession. So where we have possession all the way at the back, we lack final third and mid third good possession, good quality, short, sharp movements. And it's very rare that we do get like people isolated on a 1v1 because no one's moving the ball that quick, or no one's actually moving it anyway. Or we're just going, trying to recycle, long ball over top, Fernandez running third man run. I swear Fernandez just loves that third man run. I want to see him do a little bit more on the ball. By all means, I know the third man runs are amazing, but let's line it up. Let's have a play. Let's know that if it goes into one person, that's when you make the run. Not every single time someone's got the ball, Fernandez go. But yeah, Van der Beek picks up spots, picks up places that, in training, and I've seen obviously old games as well. He does, and he's got that international flair, that majestic. You know what I mean? If anybody doesn't get a run of games, it's going to start to test your style of play and your play overall. Your form is going to dip, and things are going to happen. Then when you come in and play the odd 5 minutes here and there, people are judging you. But that's the name of the game, unfortunately. So, I thought Van der Beek was going to start, especially the fact that I heard that McTominay was sick. As much as I rate McTominay, he is an Ollie player, passion, and what was the other words? Desire. Yeah, we like that. But we need somebody that's going to pick holes, pick the ball up, be confident, and just, by all means, be a midfielder. Like, I grew up in old school midfielders, from your Lamps and your Gerrards to your Pavel Nedveds and to your Zidanes, and like I said, football now is not the same. I don't believe it's the same. I think everybody now just does too much, and we sort of forget the players that were in the middle that just used to keep things ticking, and they looked very good doing that. Especially in the middle of the park. A lot of games are won in the middle of the park. That's why teams isolate defensively in positions. They isolate sort of positions that are going to tunnel the middle, and they can over compact the middle and go. Liverpool do that well as well. They just tunnel it up boom, 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 nowhere to go. And if you think that you can try and play through it, no way. And then their midfielder dominate. But anyway, I'm rambling. Back onto the game. So we started the game. First half was a shocker, absolute shocker. First of all, shout out my boy once again, David De Gea, the only person who's showing that he cares. All right, he's got that old school Sir Alex Ferguson mentality. He knows the times when he was slacking and Fergie was getting into him. Like, I'm making him stronger. We're not getting bullied from corners no more. He remembers those times. And he's really, really frustrated. He keeps having to save shots like a non-league goalkeeper, like all the time. So certain men make mistakes. They're not even supposed to be playing. McTominay makes a mistake early on. One penalty save. Boom, he's done it. They get another chance. Boom, he saves it again. So the boys should think, hold on, 10 minutes, we've been slacking. David De Gea has just done something amazing. He's kept us in the game early on. It's time to pick it up. But everybody just looks so lax. Everyone's pressing with no intention. Like the oldest man on the pitch, I swear, was Matic. And he was the one moving like the youngest. Vibrant, trying. Like when we're playing through the middle, we're always giving the ball to him because McTominay doesn't really want to pick the ball up. And if he does, obviously it's going to be a bounce back. But he's not looking all the time. We've always tried to play through Matic. And if a team can see that and sense that early, what do? You isolate McTominay, you block out Matic, you steal the ball from someone that doesn't want it. Boom. So I was watching the game, obviously first half, 2-0 down, half time. It's half time. We're 2-0 down. As you can see, I'm sitting in darkness. Shocking performance. Guys, it's half time, 2-0. Let's hope for a comeback. Let's hope that someone in the change room grabs everyone by their throats because everybody's been disappointed. I need somebody to come with some character. Let's see what happens. That's how I felt live and direct at that time. I was feeling really, really frustrated and I thought, you know what, things have to change. Obviously, he brought on VDB. Second half was a bit more lively. The boys have to come out lively anyway. By default, you can't be worse than what you were. So they've come out second half, moving the ball about. Sancho's got the ball, whipped it in. His deliveries aren't bad at all. I think he needs to work on just getting comfortable within the team, and hopefully, with what's going on now, he's going to get comfortable because I believe in Sancho, baller. I believe in Sancho, and I believe the way he plays will allow Wan-Bissaka to focus solely on defensive because Sancho is a touchline hugger. Yes, he does come inside, but if you're gonna try and overlap, it's pointless. You might underlap, stay behind, support from behind. So that's going to be another thing to consider. But that's for that manager. But yeah, in terms of VDB coming on instantly, whipping the ball, Ronaldo knocking it back, 2-1. We're in the game. Things are happening. Like we're looking a bit lively. Fernandes again, skies one. Things are happening. We're getting into the final third a bit more. Van der Beek's come on. He's already created more chances than anyone in the first half, even the previous games. Cool. So that's happening. Bopping the ball about, and then, oi, Harry. Oh, allow it. Harry Maguire gets caught on the wrong side. What people may consider a professional foul. I don't think he should have done it the first time, the first yellow card. I think he could have straight line run and he could literally run in line with him. He's going to push him out wide and then he can, delay. De Gea comes in close, you delay. If the guy then goes in and scores, which I doubt, then that would have been another problem. But I think Harry Maguire could have gone in line with him rather than trying to pull him back because he's got caught underneath the ball. It's not everyday foul. You know what I mean? Can you see steps ahead? Then we go, now you've got a yellow card. You don't overplay. You don't do things in a position where you are likely to make a mistake. The whole game, you haven't been the greatest. Me personally, if I'm a yellow and I'm playing centre back and I know I've been having a dodgy game, first time, I'm playing it into that corner. I'm trying to hit Ronaldo on his chest. All at first time, second time. So he's taking this touch while still looking up, taking his eye off the ball. Boom. What's his name? Cleverly. Homeboy. Ex-United boy. Steals the ball. Then what does obviously Maguire do? Scissors. He takes him out. Now that challenge may be more necessary, but because of the position that you're in due to your previous yellow card, something that maybe you should have just taken it. David here, trust him. Run back. Just do something. For you to get sent off as captain, that shows so much inexperience. And I'm moving like I'm talking to him directly, but if you hear this one day, that shows so much inexperience. So now we're 2-1 down with 10 men. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't have no faith because we're struggling with 11. Game's done. Everyone's doing this. Ollie's obviously clapping to the crowd like he knows it's his last game. And we have heard this morning, Sunday morning, that it was his last game. We're hearing that Michael Carrick and Fletcher will be taking the reins interim. That's happening at this current moment in time. Will there be a change in what's happening? You know how football goes. The first game with a new manager, especially with a team that we have and we know on paper, I reckon they're going to come out and do some bits. What was happening with, and why they didn't like Ollie and whatever, I don't know. Like I'm a firm believer. As much as yes, managers need to, put their philosophy on the team and give them a style of play and let them know we're all football players. Once you cross that line, you've played with old managers before. What did your old manager tell you to do? What was working? Who can bring everybody together? Harry Maguire, you're a captain. Let's say from the back. If we've got no style, you create the style from the back. What are you going to say? Are we going low block, high block? Are we funneling in the middle? Are we pressing individually? Are we pressing as a team? How are we going to attack when someone's got the ball? What's our first thought? Are we going forward all the way? Are we going to play Ronaldo's feet? Are we going to play Ronaldo going beyond? If we're playing Ronaldo beyond and we know Fernandes likes to run in behind us, you know what I mean? These things can be discussed in the changing room like that. You train together. For those that are playing, you train together every single day. You know your qualities. You know what you like to do. If, let's say, for example, Fernandes, you want to be this guy that's going up and down, let people know. And I'm sure we can find something that's going to work. But guess that's not something we need to worry about now. What are these interim managers going to do? Are we just going to, try and just make things happen? Or are they going to come with a style? I'll be very surprised if Carrick or Fletcher doesn't have a style they want to put on the team. Whether it's be this expansive, play wingers and get crosses in team or whatever. At least we want to know what's going on. So make it happen. The next game, honestly, a quick change in intensity. I want boys to come out, boom, ready to go, creating chances, scoring goals, looking solid defensively. Like we can't do any worse than we did against Watford just now. So by all means, the only way is up. In the comments, leave below who you think is going to step in the role and who do you think is the best person for the role. At the end of the day, there are many people obviously talking Zizou, there's Conte, there's managers out there. I don't think there's a lot of managers out there, but there's managers out there. Who do you think will be the best? Or do you think we should give a chance to Fletcher and Carrick? Because the way things happen at United, they do 6 games and and do well, they might be signing contracts. You know what I mean? So do you think they should stay in to the end of the season? What kind of managers do you think we should go for? Obviously, Brendan Rodgers was up for grabs as well, or in contention, in discussion. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking. So that's the game. I'm just going to discuss very quickly Liverpool and Chelsea. We got Chelsea next week. United have Chelsea next week, and with no Maguire and the likelihood of Varane, depending on how he's feeling, not playing, Bailly, don't know what's going on, we're looking very, very shaky at the back. And them guys, they're playing mad. They're playing a mad pivot in the middle. And they've got a solid 3 at the back, so their wing backs are looking. How is Reece James and Chilwell their highest goal scorers? They haven't even put Lukaku in the team properly yet because he's been injured. So Havertz's been doing his thing. They're looking so flary. The midfield, obviously, everyone knows N'Golo. All right, everyone knows what he's capable of, but he's playing a bit higher. So now the man's getting cheeky goals, and if he's gonna rob you, he's gonna rob you near your box. So it's just they're looking mad. Obviously, who they got? Pulisic, Jorginho. They're looking very, very tidy. You got their wingers coming in. You got their fullbacks out wide. One fullback's on one side, the other one's playing as an extra striker in the box. It's nuts. Same guys that are doing that Liverpool. Obviously, their front 3. We know what their front 3 are like. Midfield is all about congestion. Where are you going now? Oh, you're gonna play it wide. Say no more. That man that got you. They're just pressing. Like everything looks so good. You can close your eyes and just know how those two teams are going to play, regardless of what players are on the pitch. And that's what I want for United. Don't you want that? Don't you want that? Anyway, this is full time. The next game I'll be covering is Chelsea versus Man United. I'm hoping I'm going to say, you know what? Man United were all right. Chelsea may have scraped it. Man United may have scraped it. Football's football. Anything can happen in the space of a week. All right, so we know we've been watching football for a long time. If you haven't, welcome to the football world. Things change just like that. And potentially, with the next few games coming up, things may change and United just start crawling back up. Who knows? But we won't find out until the next few weeks. This is the I always call this period squeaky bum period. All right, that lead into Christmas, into the New Year's. That's when you know where people are roughly going to be. All right, obviously Man City did the mad thing last year, started winning from in around this time. They won a series of games unbeaten, top, boom. By end of January they'll top. Now it's theirs to lose, sort of thing, because you've got form, you've got consistency, and you've got through that period where you don't get to sleep. You play one game, the next game is the other day, the next day, game after game. So whoever comes in charge, if it's the boys that are staying in, Carrick, Fletcher, probably Ronaldo putting on some input. If we do manage to get Zizou, amazing, Conte, whoever comes in, please, into United, just put your stamp on it and just make us play in a way that just reflects you. And from there on, we will be happy, because I know individually we got players that can play. I think there just needs to be a sense of cohesion within the team. Don't embarrass yourself anymore, boys. Let that be the last smoking that we get. If we lose, let it be a 1-2-1 or 3-2 or just something like that. One that can take 4-1 to Watford. Shout out Claudio. And you know what? I don't like to do this. I'm not taking anything away from Watford. Absolutely amazing. United were bad, and they made United look worse. They were very, very good. So shout out Claudio Ranieri. Great stuff. But yeah, this is full time. Once again, my opinions on the game and my sort of feedback on the game. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, doing all that good stuff. And until next time, Chelsea United, let's see what we have to say.